on new settings since I installed Windows, so hopefully it's not gonna look awful. Risk. Okay, it's working again. Yeah, what's up, Silver and Sonic to Star? You came fast. Live dangerously.
Yeah, I at everyone in my server, so my friends are gonna come in and watch it. I'm gonna ban everyone because I can. So yeah, when people getting in here, yeah, I've seen some folks. I am really excited to know like what people's expectations and predictions are for this. Like we had the Twitter poll with the range of results, but obviously I don't know what people's individual votes were. So I'd like to know if people want to say in the chat like what they think the runtime is going to be or what they're expecting. Feel free. I do want to see some discussion about this.
Perhaps I should share the link somewhere too. Yeah, what's up, Cookie?
Oh, once we finish showing this as well, Tommy, what do you think about providing a view-only link to the Google spreadsheet you've been using so people can see just how much testing and work went into this?
Isn't it already view only?
I don't know. I don't know. Because I know I've had an edit link because I've been able to edit it, so...
I think you're... Yeah, I'm pretty sure you requested access first. I guess you can just share it and you can ask someone. Oh, what's up everyone who just joined? There's a lot of people. Sup Ocean. Ocean is a legend. He helped a lot with this run.
Under an hour, no lower than 50 minutes. I mean, 50, that's pushing it a little bit, to be fair on Phobic. The poll had like ranges of times like 101, 1 hour, 59, 58, etc. Like, it's looking in like choices of that few minute range, because the main thing that we were thinking is, or that we wanted people to consider is this going to be sub-hour or not?
Yeah, what's up, Diamond? What's up, Lem?
Like,
Luke?
it's really tempting to say, oh yeah, of course it'll be under an hour because it's a task and task saves so much time. And like, in theory it does, but you've got to remember that there isn't that much time that can theoretically be saved on a run of this type. Like, the movement is already about as optimal as it's going to be because it's really simplistic. There's time to save on the mashing here and there in little increments, but it's not going to save that much time. The main source of time save here is the RNG manipulation. It's like, you know, this run gets perfect RNG. So the question is, how much time does that really save? Does it save enough to cut off 3.5 minutes from what you see here and push it under an hour? And you've got to remember as well that these splits that we're using, the world record by Cookie, this was done on the Switch version, which also saves an additional 20 seconds from having a version-exclusive skip. So for all intents and purposes, you may as well consider us as needing to save basically 4 minutes on what you see on the splits here to cut the sub 1 hour mark.
We have a little bit crazy bets, like 25-15. Oh baby.
I mean, depends how far you're getting through the run with that timestamp. Because if it's killing Papyrus, then, I mean, even a quote-unquote bad run should be able to do that. 59-59, I like that sort of guess. That is a good type of guess.
That is the original first, like, quote-unquote easy goal. Like, not easy goal, the goal we expected to beat. Like, the very first one at the beginning of working on that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know where I'm going to post this.
Yeah, welcome everyone. Just joined. Hi Radu. Hi Mr. Link. Hi Luke. Thank you for the host, Lance. Can you hear me fine? Because, again, while I was working on this run, my Windows kinda died once. and once Windows forced to reboot itself, and I have libtas opened, and I was afraid a little bit, but thankfully progress was saved and I didn't actually lose anything, so I just tried to set everything again.
I want to say as well that, like, even though I haven't been able to make that much of a contribution to the creation of this task, I mean, I talked for a long time about, like, oh, I want to make the Geno task when we're able to. In retrospect, like, seeing how much work, like, Tommy put into this, because, like I say, I haven't actually made any of this, but I've been privy to the whole creation process, seeing just how much Tommy has, like, put into this, I'm kind of glad that it was him that did this now and not me, because I am not sure that I would have made a task as good as the one that Tommy's produced here. Like, this is fucking top fucking quality stuff, seriously. However much you guys thought you enjoyed the TPE task, or how optimized you think the TPE task was, this is like, it's fucking, it's knocking out of the park, trust me. Do you have the final re-record count for this, Tommy?
The record counter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, how many re-records does this movie have?
Yeah, I posted in the description of the video I posted you. It says 22,545, and about 5 more thousand of extra which weren't recorded because it mostly was like testing different roads which were not as good as the previous ones, so I never actually saved them in total records counter. So something like 27, yeah.
Yeah. So considering the TPE task is longer, and I mean, a lot of people would say more technical because there's lots of glitches and stuff. It's longer, more technical, etc. But it had like under 10,000 total re-records. So work has been done on this.
This is a 1.18 version, and it's literally equal to 1.05 for specifically genocide category. But it would lose time for everything else where you need to fight Asgore.
As far as we know for this category, once you get onto like the 1.05 plus versions, there is basically no time save based on version difference. Like, it's all the same. So we simply went with this one because, like, you know, it's very accessible. It's the current version. Pretty much, if you could just get a emulator and just get the current version of Undertale and boot up the movie file, anyone could play back this movie file with, like, any hassle, basically, because it's the current version.
Oh, I mean to actually check Cookie's run just to figure out what exactly he split, and I forgot to do that, so, well, it's gonna be fine.
I'm pretty sure we all use the same split points, it'll be fine.
Yeah, but I ran this category like over 2 years ago, I think, or 3.
There is a little bit of a language desync moment like that in the running, so if you want to like make bets on where something like that happens, it's not a huge thing, it's just, it's noticeable if you're looking for it.
Oh, thank you for the host, Lamb.
Oh yeah, I need to do that as well. I'm a bad person. Kind of don't want to unhost what I was currently hosting, but I'll just go back to it after this.
Thank you for the host, Cookie.
I was hosting a charity marathon, but this is more important.
Perhaps. I mean, it depends.
I mean, hell, okay, you guys, I want to see donations in the chat. All the donations are going to go to the charity marathon. No, I'm kidding.
Thank you, Silver, for the host. Jesus. That's some train. I literally have no any alerts because, again, well, I explained it twice, that Windows is not very good OS.
Oh, what's up, Ketsuban?
Thank you, Blueser, for the host. Jesus.
Thank you, Draco, for the host. Excuse me.
I said so.
Oh.
Thank you, Luke, for... Is it second host? I'm not sure anymore.
Maybe. I mean, you can do 3 hosts per hour, can't you?
Alright. Before we start, if I may take a word. I was quite a little bit experienced with other tasks, but this one... I put the most effort in this run than in any other, and I learned quite a lot, and it was quite fun. Sometimes it was annoying, but I knew that it was gonna worth it. And again, before we start, I want to read the thanks list of persons who brought some impact some way or another on this run. First of all, Ocean Basil is a legend. He made a lot of programs that were useful, if not just for like actually doing the run, but for actually learning how RNG works and stuff like that. And I also learned something from him, quite a lot, I think. Neri. This is the person I talked to literally once in my life, but he explained me some science behind RNG and how it works when we started to work on it and had no idea how to properly manipulate it and what exactly affects it. But it was good material. Deepa. This person just casually dropped some wrong warp video which was quite short for which could be useful for Genocide, and he specifically mentioned for that. I don't think I asked for something like this, and I think I actually saw this skip a while ago, but it was so long time ago that I'm not sure if I would actually remember that. So we kinda used this one too. Fixie. I haven't actually talked with him. It's Fixie or Fixilal, I'm not sure how you read it correctly. But I had to learn how do you do early pan on GP. And he made literally the shortest possible tutorial, which was good enough for learning it. And that's quite cool. And Kelnin and Nonwar, those two guys helped me a lot with trying to figure out how exactly do you install and set Linux and make everything work, because it was quite tedious. It's something that's really hard to figure out alone if you never had experience with this. This is 1.08 version. And of course, special thanks list is going to Shane, who joined us in Snowden, I think, who really wanted to help quite a lot, and he actually brought some impact to trying to figure out math behind steps counter and stuff like that, which speed up the process a little bit. And of course Drakodan, who gonna help me with providing most of the commentary, I believe. And Drak actually joined me before we even started to do this run. Like, we basically were planning this run ages ago when we were waiting for Switch emulation with proper task tools, but once we figured out that you can actually properly task on Linux, we just started to talk about it and hey, we're gonna do this. Come on.
I was the guy who made the first offhand suggestion about a possible text-based RNG manipulation, and it actually worked. So when I remember when I was like, "Oh, hey Tommy, if you're not getting the right encounter, how about reading this sign twice?" And then that kind of led on to everything else text-based in this run.
All right.
That's going to be like my main contribution to this. I also told you how to save a couple of seconds on Muffet, and that's my main contribution to this run.
Well, yeah. Got something or didn't consider something, so for times like this, it's good to have another person who is familiar with the game, who is familiar with the run, and who can just basically double check if you're not messing up something. Alright. Oh, we're playing Genocide, by.
And biggest thanks to the guy himself, Tommy Easy, for making this movie file. As I say, I aspired for years to be the guy who made a Genotas, but now, as I've said before, I'm kind of glad that I wasn't the one to do it, because I think we're better off for having this movie.
I had Undertale open because I originally planned to do no-hit Muffet attempts, which I wanted to do for a while, but you pretty much saw that my progress was ruined, and I just got tired and bored, and I just decided to wait. I think we're ready. Oh wait, hold on, we had a poll. So I made a screenshot of it, and apparently most of the people voted for 58 to 59 minutes, which is 45%, which is pretty average, I think. That's kind of what I expected to get from the poll. But the second most popular vote was sub 58 minutes, which originally wasn't that popular in like first 15 votes. I think there was like only one person. So I guess we had kind of high expectation for this. We're gonna switch the video and run the faster one, I guess, right, Draco?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Alright.
Alright.
Are you ready?
guess we should get started and just let everyone enjoy this, and we'll just try and commentate it as best we can going through.
Oh. I broke it. Hold on.
No.
Broke it. Totally not spliced, guys. Alright, so I'm gonna start splits at the same time when I launch the video, and it's gonna start with negative time because I need 234 frames, which is equal to 7.8 seconds to basically start the game where RTA timing should start. So it's mostly just launching the game and a little bit of menuing.
Yeah, like for people who aren't aware, TAS timing is not the same as RTA timing, and as far as this TAS is concerned, when we're going to submit it to TAS videos, the timing is from when you power on the machine to when the last input is performed.
So yeah, gonna finish after we will stop the splits just a little bit.
Mm.
That's mean to say, but alright. Can we start? Should we start? I think I'll try to figure out where it's supposed to split. But okay. So, are we starting?
Yeah, feel free.
Alright.
Enjoy, guys.
Looks accurate so far, I guess.
Yep, it looks pretty dead on. So here we go. So, unfortunately, I hate to say it, but the TPE TAS loses time on the Flowey tutorial. This TAS doesn't. Because we have more optimal placement for hitting the friendliness pellets sooner.
We actually paused whip video first, work in progress, and I think some people actually know the very beginning of this run. It's more like first 2 minutes gonna be equal to what we had, but maybe someone forgot it, maybe someone didn't see this, so it's gonna be all good.
And I mean, all runners who've played on the later versions, I think, know the difficulties of text mashing with the non-overlapping inputs. Obviously, that's not really an issue on the task conditions, so we're going to be maintaining consistent 15 text boxes per second mashing the whole way through this.
Pretty much. Is audio okay, guys? Because I can change it a little bit before it started to be hot.
Alright, so first fight. Here we go. Ah, no fight. This took like a lot of testing with different routes, including like how the EXP altered the Snowden route, but ultimately it's not faster to take that Frogget.
Yeah,
it's very close though.
We weren't sure at the beginning if it's faster to kill him or not, trying to like calculate like killing Froggets, check which kind of impact you will get in ruins, check what kind of impact it would be after ruins, and after this I would say that killing first Frogget would cost you about between 1 and 1.5 seconds after like the entire run.
It's so dumb, and you have to get to Snowden to even figure that out. It's like, oh no.
I mean, we were worried about Undyne too.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this is
also,
where the grind starts.
Yeah, get used to seeing this kind of movement through the run as well, guys. Anytime that there's just like spare movement, expect to see a lot of bouncing around simply because it looks entertaining. Arkanoid movement.
It's the most deadly Arkanoid in the universe. Also, we have kill counter, which apparently works in splits. I've never used that before. Wait, what exactly are you asking about, Ocean? Wait, how many did we kill? I guess 3. Maybe.
Yes.
Heavens.
Do you know how to reset the kill counter without resetting the splits?
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, lots of wins.
No, wait, we killed 5. We are already level 2.
This is how we save a lot of time in the task, and also there's going to be some strange routing seen here. We don't. Yeah, this is different strats. Don't worry. This is all part of the plan.
Oh yeah, we're interacting with checkpoints. Perhaps it's important. Yeah, we're on 8 kills, I'm pretty sure.
And we're moving forward a little early here, because the conventional wisdom is to get, like, 13 Whimsons before going on to the triple rock room, right?
Yeah. So as you can see, we leave this room earlier. And instead of taking 13 plus 7, an early frogget, we're gonna take only 10 Whimsons at the beginning. That was kinda dumb trying to figure it out, but I had no idea how simple this is comparing to later locations. And,
and this room's gonna, yeah, re-entering rooms multiple times and doing stuff. This is gonna look a little weird, but turns out that manipulating both the encounters and the attacks in fights that we need is not particularly easy, and there's a lot that you need to do. If there's any points like during fights where it looks like we're not menuing as fast as possible, it's necessary to do that to manipulate frog attacks from Frogget, for instance. So trust me, we're going as fast as possible with RNG manip allowing.
Yeah, what's up, Koto? Koto is one of the best mods I ever had in chat.
I always love seeing that rock.
Oh, we're on 16 now.
And yeah, the kills are thankfully a lot easier on level 3, because that's something you really struggled with initially, right? Even getting a 2-hit kill at level 2.
Can't believe I'm so lucky. Keep getting all the frog skips.
How? And you're always getting exactly the right damage as well that you need.
Yeah.
Hits are so early, but you're...
Hold on, I'm gonna mash this. Okay. Just making sure it's optimal.
Good movement.
Oh yeah. And this health is pretty much the reason why we had to interact with the checkpoint. You need to have more than 20 HP in order to take this road, and interacting with this checkpoint without saving is pretty much the fastest way.
And unfortunately, these rooms are exactly the same. Like, if you can interact with stuff on first possible frame, you too can do these rooms as fast as the TAS does, because there's just not really any time to save here.
They actually save time in this room over TP TAS. I don't know why, but they went around the left pillar and it cost time. I can't believe I got TAS rock skip. That's literally frame perfect.
We couldn't get like the TAS rock skip though, unfortunately. It's just bullshit.
Alright. Did it sound legit?
Your face seems unoptimal.
Thanks, Melters. Trying my best. I'm gonna keep insisting on the same question 3 times. It's not faster, but it's fun to
Frisk,
do.
you have to look at Toriel to talk to him. Or apparently not.
Oh crap, did you forget Pi?
Oh no!
That's
Do
unfortunate.
we have to do this again?
Yeah.
Shit.
I might die to
I guess
sounds
we'll see you in like 3 months, guys.
It's okay, we're gonna have like a bunch of hands and save time. Oh, no.
So yeah, what do you guys think of this upcoming Toriel split? Because the time is looking awfully low right here.
I think first split is coming soon. I hope I'm not gonna reset the splits now. Okay, we did it. I just reset the counter.
Nice.
You did it, Reddit. Did I split at the right time? I think I did.
Looks right to me, yep.
Okay, cool.
Yep, that is...
I think we're ahead of all record, guys.
Wow, that's a big goal that Cookie just got. It's good. I mean, you guys can screenshot the splits and then do the math yourself if you want to figure it out, I guess.
And damn a Decker idea, that's what he's talking about.
Man, that cut off like a minute from Sum of Best. That's a pretty good split.
I guess.
Alright, so Snowden is going to be pretty interesting. I mean, there was a hell of a lot of testing that went into this. All of the time that I've spent like talking about how doing an early grind is faster, like I was half right, but not in the way that I expected. Going for like an early level 8 to chop turns off the dogfights, that is possible, but it's not actually faster due to all of the extra combat you need to do at the start. But we do still get some early encounters here. It's just not in the way that you guys are probably expecting.
Then you're out, and yeah, you're not gonna like it if you try to repeat it.
You guys will enjoy this, but the prospect of actually doing this RTA, that's what you guys are gonna hate. Like, if you guys, anyone who actually wants to attempt like an IL record for Genocide Snowden, if you want to base it on what we're gonna do here, good fucking luck. That's all I'm gonna say. It's possible technically, but you're not gonna manage it.
Pretty sure people will actually learn it at some point.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna start from next room.
Alright,
That's
so
the last normal part you used to see in Snowden, except you're not moving like Arkanoid.
So, I believe Tommy is adamant that this that we're going to do here, we need to call this BS skip.
Pretty much.
We need to get an encounter here, but we need to get it at a certain time.
There
we go!
That's only the first part of the skip, hold on.
We can still get encounters during the cutscene. So yeah, we save a lot of time here just by getting encounters during downtime.
Now, guys, don't blink. There is a second part of the skip. You're gonna read the stick. And doing this exactly when Skeleton's gonna talk again. And then keep your movement being available. And you get another encounter afterwards.
The timing of that encounter as well, perfect. Oh my god, I love that. I love the timing of that encounter. Cutscene over. Oh my god, it's an enemy! So yeah, we're like 4 enemies in already.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Oh yeah, kill counter. So that's 5, I think, now?
Do we count Dogger? I don't think we do.
No, it's not a kill.
Yeah. And we're not killing him,
it's
a fake.
Yeah, imagine that, we killed Lesser Dog before Dogger.
I mean, it's not difficult to do, it's just hard to save time. Also, we're gonna read the bones, yeah?
You wouldn't see it in a run, like,
Since we like 2 more kills earlier, we kinda have worse steps counter, which required you more RNG manip, so I had to read the text a little bit, for like 3 frames, and it saved quite a little bit of time, so because I will not have spare frames to waste at the end of the room. The biggest downplay of this is Doggy Room, which is the worst possible room you can imagine in Snowden after Glide's room, because steps counter, the base steps counter just sucks, and it's increased by a lot. The more kills you have, the longer you need to grind, compared with any other rooms. But
and then as far as the RNG goes, all of the snow that you can move on the floor here, this advances RNG when you interact with the snow.
What are you talking about? It's pretty much natural pace. It's glitchless. Also, we live in a little bit. How many kills do we have?
Some. I don't know.
Probably 8
Don't you
after
have the
this.
spreadsheet? Shouldn't you know from the spreadsheet?
Perhaps. Oh yeah, do not do this kind of dodge and run. You're gonna hurt you.
Oh yes.
It's not consistent.
Yay!
This guy had 108 HP. Also, yeah, we're gonna hit the button 3 times.
Yeah, the number of times that like trying like early level stuff and you weren't able to kill stuff by like 2 HP because Toby's a fucking... He definitely did it on purpose. Like, he must have done it on purpose. Just the number of kills you couldn't get because you were like 2 damage away.
I agree. Imagine with like normal level you get after Snowden, you can flex on Aaron, get best damage roll, and being 1 damage off of the best possible attack with Tough Glove without actually killing him in 1 hit.
Unfortunately, we couldn't swag here on the ice because it costs a frame to do so.
Yeah, you step for 1 frame all the time when you step on the snow.
But we can take a little bit of a weird route here. You can actually go underneath that snow puff.
Yeah, we got ice puddle, skip.
So yeah, like my initial idea about how a task snowed in route would be different was in the form of, oh, if you get an early level, you can do this fight in 2 hits. And it's true, you can do this fight in 2 hits, but as we found from a lot of testing, it's ultimately not faster, unfortunately.
Yeah,
in a task
the biggest
in
reason...
RTA, it also would never be worth it because you'd need to grind for early ice caps and you'd need to win so many coin flips for encounters.
Nah, worst part of it for specifically TAS is Doggy's Room again, because again, if you have 1 more kill, you will likely have to walk for like dozens of extra frames in best possible RNG scenario, because like steps counter increases a lot in this room. They just dump. I think we're on 9. I forgot.
I think so, yes. That means you've got 7 left here.
Gonna get level up here and we instantly skip the text here because we can spare Jerry! Which would not be the case if we would get level 8 earlier, so that's like about 14 more frames to save.
Yeah, like, this is one of the things that, like, I didn't even consider, and I don't know if it even would have occurred to me if I was making the task, the fact that getting a level up enables you to skip non-skippable text.
Bridge itself is not used for money.
Rather the level up makes the text longer, and sparing is, you know what I mean. That when you get a level up actually matters.
Aren't we on 11?
We are now, yeah.
We're gonna get triples since 11 kills. That's pretty much, as we figured, the most optimal way to grind. Okay, I think we're now on 11. There is some formula for figuring out when exactly you're gonna meet your encounter, if you know the random steps value, but I'm not gonna remember it now.
Good dodges here, by the way.
Thank you. Tried my best.
On these attacks, these are gonna be good dodges that you guys can see.
Yeah, what's up, Samuel? Oh, hey, we're on 13. Doing scanner strats, and grinding for last encounter sucks. This is pretty much the biggest grind, I think. Well, actually, I'm not sure about core, but you grind in Snowden more than in like Ruins and in Waterfall by quite a lot.
It certainly feels longer. And yeah, as you guys probably know, there's 16 that you need in... yeah, that makes sense, that dodge. There's 16 kills that you need in Snowden, and we are on a triple, so... We're unfortunately killing Jerry. It's faster to kill Jerry.
Can you believe that? They're actually gonna do that.
Sorry, guys. To kill Jerry.
But it's gonna be quick kill, if you're lucky. You legit need to be lucky to maintain 10 damage in each turn. You need good damage roll for that.
Yeah, the fact that we roll 10 on each hit means that we save a turn on this fight, but in RTA it's not reliable. It does not matter how accurately you place the cursor to the center. Like, you can see on those turns we're not landing the cursor dead center, and the damage is still 10 each time. It's just RNG. Also, this is going to be everyone's favorite part of the run.
Hey guys, do you like drop the stick?
Yeah, people were talking about, oh, when are they going to drop the stick? They're going to do it on pan, right? No, we can do it there. And there is literally that. We have the minimal number of frames required to do that. I believe if any of that wrong warp, if anything took 1 frame later, we wouldn't have enough time to perform that.
Nah, we probably still would be able to try to drop the stick earlier. I just started to do it late and it cost 1 frame at the beginning. I don't know if it's that.
It's so good getting the text storage in there into the stick drop while transitioning and wrong warping, because everyone will have missed that. It's a wrong warp as well. Like, oh, it's so good.
Hey guys, I think we killed 17. Snowding.
Maybe, yes.
Oh, I need to split soon.
After the screen.
Oh.
It's a good speedrun. Oh wait, I did actually make a small contribution here as well, because another thing that I've been saying for ages, but now this actually proved it, is that when you run into Undyne here, if you're against the north wall, it's 5 frames faster, because the camera needs to spend less time scrolling. So yeah, this is something everyone should be doing in RTA as well. Just be against the north wall when you run into Undyne here, it's 5 frames faster.
There is one thing in Waterfall I do not like. All these cutscenes in the rooms where you don't do anything.
Current pace will be less than sum of best, presumably because of long elevator skip, which we cannot perform in this version.
Unfortunately. What's up, Aaron?
Oh yeah, this is good. See you later, Aaron. Don't care.
I encoded a video trying to kill this Washer, and I had a talk with Shay about killing him, but unfortunately I didn't find the way to actually make it to save time killing Washer early. I failed to find any scenario when it would be faster than the road I used here.
And yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm convinced that I have done this chase without losing any frames before, but you said you couldn't do this optimally no matter how hard you tried, that you needed to lose 4 frames here, right?
I mean, you can consider it optimal if you can't beat it. But this Spears one is pretty much equal to TP TAS.
I'm just sure that when I've experimented with it in RTA, I'm positive that I've managed to get through that section without losing any frames of movement, but I might be wrong. I don't know. Like, hell, the amount of work that went into the rest of this, I'm sure that you tested, like, every possibility that you could to get through the spear sections as quickly as possible.
We didn't kill anyone yet, right? We're on 0, I think.
Yeah, this is 0.
Okay, cool.
And yeah, most of Waterfall is, I mean, there's no, like, I'm just gonna spoil it for you guys, there's no, like, super broken stuff like we had the multiple encounters during the Sands and Papyrus cutscene. Waterfall pretty much resembles how you'd expect it to see in a RTA run. It's just the RNG is really, really good. So if you guys want to, like, go and put the kettle on or grab some food or something, now is a better time than in Hotland and Core, I'll say that much. But make sure you get back before Undyne, because that's a really good fight.
That's the last fight with Glove we're gonna use in the run. And time for the best weapon in the game, right? Or at least in this category.
It's, I mean, I suppose.
Pretty much the strat. You hit first mark on like perfect spot and just mash. But it's dangerous to actually replicate RTA.
Yeah, I would not go for that under any circumstance in RTA.
Double is faster than pretty much any single encounters. We tried to test that too.
Considering in that room how long you need to wait for an encounter, yes. If it was a different base step counter and you could get encounters quickly, it might be faster to go for singles. But with how long it takes to get an encounter, you really want as many enemies as you can per encounter.
Oh, this room. Make sure you're close to Monster Kid, like as close as it's possible. It legit costs you so much time. When it, like, I expected it to lose time, but when I actually tried it, it was like not that far from a second. That's quite shocking.
Yeah, it's another room where you want to be on the north wall when you interact with something. And then you tried in this next room to get something weird with text storage, right? But nothing works.
Yeah, it pretty much wait until you close the menu and then text appear on the next frame. There is no way, at least on this version, that I couldn't make the text storage to work somehow. Also, Monster Kid gonna walk on outer bounds a little bit. Also, look how much time you have here. You can drop your entire inventory. But I just dropped off glove.
Get all 3 monster candies and then drop them individually.
Alright.
All 4, actually. It's 4 monster candies you can get.
Time to walk through the spears.
This is a section where if you were just doing a tool-assisted like demonstration or a super play, you could have a lot of fun with the spears here, just looking at weird patterns, but for a speedrun, it's still like, you know, you go through as fast as possible and there's a lot of near misses. But the longer you spend in this section, the faster the spear volleys get, so with tool assistance, you could make this look like really, really weird in this area if you wanted to. But as it is, we just make sure to cut every corner on the first possible frame, lose 0 frames of movement whilst going through here. Oh yeah, and one of the things that Tommy definitely struggled with while making this task is that the game's muted while you're working on it in task, so anything that is at all reliant on audio, such as in that section you can wait for the music to fade out before turning back, there's no way to determine that through audio.
I accidentally got some sync in a couple of places.
Yeah, so that also means that anything in this task that is like, oh, stuff syncing up with the audio, that's purely coincidental. Like, no effort towards that because we could not hear the audio whilst working on this. And also, yeah, best glitch in the run. Obviously, we were going to do this.
I mean, how many records? I called it at the beginning, it was 22,545 how should I call it? Recorded records? And about 5,000 of extra records, which...
Yeah, because other unused branches didn't get recorded in the movie file, unfortunately. But it's close to like 30,000 total, basically. Like about 27k.
Also, I don't think it's possible to fail this quick kill being on that level at this point. If you like skip the level and you're kinda like on level 8, or wait, whatever level. Yeah, on level 8. I think you can overmash and get bad damage roll and do not one-hit kill for Dami and Temi, but I don't think it's possible on level 9.
You have to remember, Diamond, that as much as there is like a lot of testing for the battles and stuff and RNG manipulation, anything in this run that's just like the movement, just going from room to room, which there's a lot of, it's very simplistic. Like, there is basically no optimization necessary. The only reason that Tommy even needed to re-record during the movement was doing the bouncing Arkanoid movement. Like, there was a lot of, oh, I accidentally walked against a wall for too many frames. But it's, as far as the timing goes, it's the same as just holding in a direction.
This is last not random encounter, I believe.
Yes. So from this next encounter onwards, it's random encounters, so yeah, this is the point where it's the actual manipulation. And it's pretty clear what we go with here. You just want to keep getting the favorable doubles.
Oh, by the way, Molbik also dies first all the time. There is a good reason behind it. So, I calculated pretty much how long each attack of each monsters and found out that Washa has shorter attacks, like he has 2 types of attacks and both of them are shorter than regular attacks, which has like 80% of monsters. And Molbik has 2 types of attacks and both of them are slower than regular attacks. And we pretty much always get this splash attack because it's faster than another one with the soap. So there is pretty much the same pattern because of that.
Try to notice in the darkening room here as well whether you can tell that he's even still doing the bouncing movement as he's going through. It can be pretty hard to tell.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell, but I keep doing that. I promise.
You can kind of just see the floor wiggling a little bit. Alright, there we go. So, going into Undyne. So this is a
run.
fight
It's my
and a
run.
half. This is so... During like some of the route testing that we were looking at before actually getting to this point, because like whilst Tommy was in Snowdin, I basically started looking at routes and stuff for Waterfall, and one of the first things that I looked at was that if you get nothing but mold smalls early on in Waterfall, it's actually possible to reach Undyne the Undying at level 9, rather than level 10. And I figured, like, oh, maybe this actually makes damage a concern. Spoilers, it does. If you're level 9 at Undyne the Undying, you need to get consistent, perfect hits with high damage rolls, the highest damage rolls, to even get quick kill. So it's almost impossible to get quick kill on Undyne if you're level 9 on that fight.
I tried to calculate quick kill if you get best damage roll all the time. And the worst part with that, you're 18 damage short of like saving extra turn if you get the best possible damage all the time.
Again, Toby definitely did this on purpose. There's no fucking way he didn't do it on purpose. Every single piece of like, oh, we can maybe end a fight a turn early, it's by like the smallest possible margin that we can't do it. Every time.
Oh hey, an actual boss fight for once. Look at how many text boxes there are. I was so mad when I found it out.
Yeah, this text box is just no.
There's 21.
At least you can pretty much just get in the like input script and just alternate the inputs for a certain bit. Alright, so
it's time.
Yeah. That really confuses me. Like, it's so disorienting when you do the opposite side like that.
Don't question that. Auto desync? It looks okay on my side. I mean, it sounds.
No, people always are the same. And two.
Oh yeah, 2 frames rotations. Or 4 sides.
And if people like missed this when we were talking about in the server as well, turns out that the ballet shoes perfect hits are not a 2-frame window, they are also frame perfect, like the pan and the empty. So if you found that you suck at the ballet shoes and can't get the Undyne quick kill, that's why, because they are all frame perfect. The cursor won't always physically align with the center, like visually, but there are certain turns where if it won't align with the center exactly, there are still like frames where it will count as a central hit, but there is only 1 frame where it does so.
Did you hear that sync? That was totally by accident.
Speaking of being optimal, people's talking about like quick kill. No, we can't quite manage it, but we can squeeze as many frames as possible from the remaining turns. Oh, you missed, dude. You missed the perfect hit.
No way, dude. Oh, I think I'm 2 frames off now.
Dude, come on. It's not hard.
That's fine. That was actually optimal to do. Yeah, we're not getting looped music, that's kinda sad actually. We can't listen enough of this.
Don't forget to split after you leave the screen.
Oh. Right. Oh. Oh.
So for people saying that the run was at least going to be sub 1 hour, you're correct. It is sub 1 hour.
Perhaps. Unless we're gonna lose all the time to Cookie in core.
Maybe, yeah. Oh, no. Because Cookie's RNG was good in core. And, like I said, we're losing 20 seconds on elevator skip as well. Shit.
I'm not gonna joke about this. Cookie actually got, like, really good RNG in most of his run.
It's really good RNG in his run. Like, of the, like, segments, like, time save that you'd expect from just RNG time save, it's, like, we had the least opportunity to save time in core, because Cookie's RNG was very, very good.
I was hungry there a little bit, so we're eating something now, for 15 HP.
Nice wrong wop.
That's pretty sad kill. But the saddest one is the next one. I hate this conveyor, I don't understand it, but I think I saved a frame over TP TAS somehow.
It's so unoptimal, guys. Oh, he needs to redo it.
I hated to do this kill. You can't even properly see the explosion.
You get like 1 frame of it.
Yeah. And it's technically faster than what?
The gun's curses. I mean, the curses don't really save time in the way that I think you're thinking, Island. And even then, even if they did, like by frames each time, the gun simply is too far out the way. It takes too much time to go and collect. Because you got to remember, with us using early burnt pan glitch to pick it up, it costs no time to collect the pan.
No, I cannot, Smiley.
It's identical, Derek. This movement pattern is identical. It saves and gains no time over just holding a direction, so we simply do this for entertainment.
It is faster to actually wall hump before this elevator. Kinda can interact with it earlier, just a little bit. I wonder if we're actually gonna save time on Muffet. Because well, there is not big room for mistakes.
Yeah. And this is like the worst room for aesthetic movement because, yeah, there's just no room to do anything.
That's a cute wrong warp. Oh, WW time. We're not fighting Omega Flowey.
And north wall is faster there for pushing forward. Don't use the south wall. Don't do that. I heard that this run is hacked.
No way. What do you mean slow boost? It's literally the fastest one.
Cookie plus.
Imagine being boss, but at the same time you're just a regular, like, monster needs to be killed in order to continue genocide.
Did you split or?
No, I didn't. But I guess we're not losing time.
When is the split? I don't know.
Whatever, we're still saving time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so you guys are gonna like this one.
Oh baby, it took so long to grind this one. So if you're asking if you're gonna use pan, you're not.
No. Well, not yet. That's perfect damage roll, by the way. Ballet shoes, perfect hit, high damage roll, you get 120 damage. So it's technically possible to kill a Stig with that.
Yeah. This is pretty much what we call task core, and you need best possible damage roll in order to kill astigmatism in one shot, and you have about 25% chance for doing that without manipulation. No, you can't. 120 is the limit on level 13. At least without extra items, which would increase your attack. The lowest one is...
Hat, it will be a different story.
Yeah, the lowest one is 118, next one is 119, and the biggest one is just +1, that value. Is it time for big boys? It is.
Yes, it's the next fight. So we do need to use the pan for this, unfortunately.
Asa magic sucks, and his attacks are really slow. They're 10 frames slower than Ignite. So if you're using pan, it's pretty much better to always start killing the right monster. Time for triples.
Yep, we put these shoes back on because don't need to worry about night magic if they're not going to turn up and we just get triple encounters.
Are we on 17 at this point? I think so. Oh, we're on level 14 now. At this point you don't need to grind for good damage roll to kill astigmatism. But you still need to get perfect hit.
It's over.
You're not getting triples. Dude, what the hell? Oh yeah, sometimes I leave the room, sometimes I don't. It's pure RNG. There is no good way to predict if it would be faster to stay or not. Unfortunately. It would be faster to reset the room at the late grind, that's for sure. But at the beginning it doesn't even matter. You legit can get faster encounter. Oh yeah. That's the way.
Oh.
It might be pixel perfect positioned. I don't remember.
Yeah, if you guys want to try that in an RTA run, it's possible, but it's very precise.
Can I do this RTA? You can, I guess. Nothing gonna stop you.
Yeah, worst thing that happens is
you can do that too. But this one is pixel perfect and you have to hold down when he jumps. But that's fine, guys. Promise. I will make a tutorial about how to make it consistently.
We're moving. Progress.
Imagine killing 40 monsters and reading the pan at the same time, just to get more monsters. Yeah, we're on 30 kills.
Yeah, this is like one of the things that you can't really determine by just watching the run. How much time is saved through manipulating faster encounters. Like, it's a crazy amount of time was saved across the run by just making the encounters appear sooner. And it's not really perceptible when you're just watching the run.
Breach is easier to encounter. I'm not sure about this room, but if you leave the breach and come back through the right side of the room, it's pretty much fast transition, but if you do this on the left side, it takes like 6 more frames for transition to be over. So it's basically slower to grind to the left side. And this is consistent method, by the way. You just go to the top right corner and Froggy never damages you.
Yeah, so that's something you can do in RPA.
That's the second time we're gonna use spawn. That's pretty much the last time. Yeah, please make this dancing frog a GIF. That would be amazing. Alright. It feels like we just started the run, but
Yeah.
Corey is dead somehow.
Stigmatism, last enemy. Don't miss.
I missed perfect, but it works. It saves the frame, dude! It also works on level 15. Also, we're not gonna get encounter here.
Yeah, this is funny.
You get so many scum links in chat. Where are my mods? Oh, hi Metaton.
I'm sorry, I'm busy watching the TAS. I can't time people out.
Oh, same. I'm not sure if you're actually gonna save time because it split really late.
Yeah.
But let's find out.
Yeah, just remember what I said about, like I say, Cookie's RNG was really good in his run, so there was less room to save time on this split.
I think that was the time for split.
Like,
oh.
Look at that time save, and we didn't have that much to work with compared to the other sections.
Okay, can we save 4 seconds on Sans?
No, we lose 20 seconds here! Oh,
actually, yeah, that's kind of an issue. Well, is it 58 or 57?
Yeah, so will it be a will it be a 57? We're losing 20 seconds here. Will it be a 57? I mean, it sounds like there's no fucking time you can save.
Perhaps? Ocean, please. We already calculated you need less than 1 million of years to get this kind of RNG, but come on.
This is pretty commonly known, but for anyone like it hasn't occurred to, since you need to go to both keys here in New Home, it's slightly faster to go to the left first.
Yeah,
because your travel path between them is just a little shorter.
It's like 50 frames faster, I believe. Like exactly 50.
And this being like the 1.05 plus versions, we can't do the really weird, like, simultaneous input 30 text boxes per second mashing on Flowey. It just doesn't work due to the way the game pulls input, so we're still doing 15 text boxes per second here. It's just regular mashing on Flowey. That's as fast as you can manage on this version.
I'm just waiting for Sans. It's an auto-scroller, come on!
I'm just waiting for alphas. The only character you don't see in this run.
Yo, what's up, Mecha? Mecha is a legend.
Privyet, Mech. I mean, I spoke Russian, Mr. Link, that's the next best thing.
I should submit that on Mr. C. I mean, if I'll get 57, I'll consider that. Hold on, I'm not finished, right?
Oh, you troll Flowey a little bit here, right? Movement.
Oh yeah.
With the soul.
Gonna shake. A little bit.
It's a nice touch. Yeah, Oh boy, gamers, here we go.
Alright, that's time for 57 minutes.
Hey guys, do you want to have a bad time? That's a funny meme. Don't even need to say anything, just speak for itself.
We're gonna hug the big castles. It can't be any closer than that.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna run. If the task does it, clearly it's past this point. I love that dodge.
That's fine.
Alright, this was an RNG nightmare to optimize, because these attack patterns do not last the same amount of time. Tommy needed to work so hard on actually getting the fastest running attacks.
No, it doesn't count. Also, for people who claim that if you have frame perfect mashing on GP and you can avoid taking damage in menu, it's the biggest scam on the earth. Don't trust these people.
Oh, that's so good.
RNG.
Yeah, so hesitating on the text there a little to manipulate favorable attacks too. And then we get the natural Arkanoid movement here. It just works.
That's the most confusing audio I've ever heard. It's native Linux version audio. I don't know why. And it's hella loud.
Alright, and since there is basically nothing that goes on here, I'm gonna go to the bathroom quickly.
Sure. You can take a nap before someone's actually gonna die. Hey guys, I'm here waiting for Sans. Whoops. Hit the danger zone. How does that not lose time? But never lose your time until you skip all the text from Sans. Otherwise, you keep gonna get the next text at the same time. How long did this take? Like several months, but I was afraid it's gonna take longer. But we kinda started to work on it pretty intensively once I figured out what even you can do with RNG manip. RNG manip is pretty much the most difficult part. Don't even question hitboxes in this game. Just don't even think about it. It's not working.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I think you're right, Derek. That kind of makes sense. Whoops.
Yeah, I think it's weird there that the line ends early because of the text.
41.
And he doesn't get interrupted.
Yeah, I should probably just put like teleport trigger on the pixel to the pixel on the right side of the very last side of the box, and that's how it works. Is Jenna dead?
So what kind of final time are we going to be looking at?
Oh.
Oh no!
We're losing time. I blame elevator.
How? How can this be?
I blame elevator, skip dude. Can't believe 57 is dead, guys. No, Cookie. You don't know for sure.
Yeah, if we actually could TAS on the Switch version, wow, like, yeah, having elevator skip as well. Be very, 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 very fast.
There are so many predictions in chat right now. You can't even speed up this part. You don't press any buttons until this text box is over. It's just such a long after scroller.
Maybe a split early cookie? I don't know. This cutscene is one of the main reasons to use JP in the first place. This cutscene is so much faster with Japanese text that it's not even funny. It's stupid how much faster this is.
It saves like 40 seconds, I believe. Just this text alone. Hey guys, who still believe in 57?
It's gonna be close.
have a question for you, Cookie. How is it 7 seconds? 7 seconds. Oh.
It's more 57 than anyone anticipated.
I think it's 9 on the screen.
I can't believe not every split is gold. Holy shit. Bad run. We need to improve this.
Sans fight is improvable, I bet. It kinda is actually, maybe not. It's hard to tell without like actual some tool that could have brute force instead of you manually. So I had to manually brute force 515 attacks on just like 3 turns just to see which one saves 3 frames more. And theoretically you kinda can find a better RNG, but I don't think somebody would actually do this ever without like tool which could brute force automatically, because there are like thousands of other ways to test it. It is like actually wasting time, but at different spots, not just before the actual turn.
Thank you very much for making this, honestly, Tommy. Congratulations. Thank you. This is amazing. And I'm very grateful that I was able to help present this with you.
Yeah, that was fun. I'm glad I actually finished it before New Year. I didn't expect to finish it like that. And to answer the question, did I wait for the time to get the exact 57? The answer is no. The thing is, on the last choice, for some reason, you cannot make any choice in first 10 frames after 2 options appear on the screen. So you can keep pressing left and right each frame, but you cannot press enter until after 10 frames of this text appearance. That's just don't question it. Like, elevator in Hotland is the most inconsistent thing ever. It just doesn't make any sense of the logic behind inputs delay, which you cannot speed up. It just, I don't know why it works like this. But if you're looking for actual, how do I call it? For actual time, I actually calculated it, and TAS video's timing from booting the game until the last input would be 58 minutes, 11 seconds, 63 centiseconds. And for ETA, timing would be 57 minutes, 57 seconds, and 60 centiseconds. Just like 1 frame more than triple 57, unfortunately.
We will definitely be submitting this to TAS videos as well, it's worth saying. Like, I know people in the Undertale community specifically have some mixed feelings towards TAS videos, but I mean, you know, as far as we're concerned, this is more than worth a submission. I've talked to one of the judges at TAS videos, and there's no reason we think why this wouldn't be accepted. To be honest, I think not only should this be accepted, it should be definitely accepted into at least like the second highest tier for movies they have moons, if not like a star movie. We'll have to like see what their actual criteria and opinion is, but this is definitely like a high quality TAS for sure. Like, I have no idea where any room for improvement is on this. Like, if someone else wanted to make a TAS of this and try and improve on this movie, I don't know how they would save time on this movie.
I might have some videos, perhaps. Hey guys, you wanna watch 4 roads in one screen at the same time with pure quality?
Oh, you did the Snowden thing?
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah. It's silly.
I don't know if I can actually find it. It should be somewhere in this folder. Hold on. Core is dead. No, not this. Dump.mkv. No. New manip, minimal inputs. Jerry sucks. Road 4. Reads are done. Sounds sweeps. NES sweeps. Node in early level 8. No, where is it? I found waterfall roads comparison.
Aren't these all just unlisted on your YouTube?
Yeah, but I don't want to like capture it because I have videos somewhere on the disk.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, which 2 frames are you talking about? Which Connor?
He's just shitposting, I think.
Right.
Either that or not understanding why some save wasn't possible in a room, because there's definitely like nowhere in this run where just time was wasted for no reason. Yeah, how many frames is this movie file? Like, how does this come out as task timing?
Hold on. I think I noted somewhere. It's 104,748.
I guess we just have to figure out how that is in minutes and seconds for 30 FPS.
Wait. You're not messing with me? What? A bit farther to the left. I'll take a look at this, but it actually would be kinda easy to fix, but I don't think I actually messed it up. I'm pretty sure I looked at it properly, but I guess I'll double check it. It won't desync the movie if I could have saved the time, but I don't think it's the case, to be honest. Well, what's that? That's the wrong video. Do I have comparison somewhere? Maybe here? No. Alan Vincent's. I'm trying to find comparison video, which I've done, but I think it's actually gone because my Windows died once.
Oh, really?
When I was working on it. It might be somewhere on YouTube, but I guess I'm not gonna bother much about
I'm
it.
pretty sure he's looking for the video where he's playing all 4 of the Snowden routes simultaneously.
Yeah. I think I'll make this video probably just later, a little bit, after uploading the main video. I'm still trying to figure out how to put kill counter there to visually make it easier to figure out what exactly you're doing if you like don't actually manually count it. But there are some awkward issues I have with codecs and with encoding video from LibTAS, because pretty much every video which I can get from encoding is not acceptable by Sony Vegas, which I used to work with, and I don't know. Maybe I'll figure it out somehow. Yeah, I guess that's it then. Oh, I totally forgot that I need to wake up in 4 hours since now. Whoops. I wonder if somebody's speedrunning Undertale. We can just host that person. And I guess I gotta call it at this point. Give me a minute. Snowden was most unnatural part, that's for sure. That's what I would agree with. I kinda hated it at the end, but it mostly because I was tired of like actually testing it.
The BS skip where we're getting the multiple encounters during the cutscene, that's definitely my favorite thing that is showcased in the run. Like, I knew that was the part that was going to get the biggest reaction out of chat.
Oh yeah, it's called that because it's blind skeleton skip. I don't remember if I actually explained that.
No, I didn't.
Because
it's called a BS skip.
Because there are 2 skeletons that just chilling and just watching on you and like do nothing, and you kill little dog at this time, and then another ice cup. And that's pretty much it. Wait, can't properly see. I think Willie's really doing the run. Yeah, that's pretty much the only one speed run I can find right now. So, thank you for watching. It was fun. I think after I'll take some break, I might do some other tasks of this game again, and I don't think it's gonna be more difficult and tedious than Genocide because of less RNG. I don't know what exactly I would like to pick. Probably not Pacifist because I will likely forgot a couple of skips since I'm kind of rusty about it, and there is a lot of stuff you need to keep in mind. Maybe something shorter, a little bit. I don't know. Well, I will look for the feedback of this run and for what people would actually want to watch when I'll actually decide that I want to do another run. And that's it, I guess.
Yeah, thank you all very much for joining in.
Catch you later.